Hi and welcome to Module 1 of the AdSense coaching course. In this module we will discuss the shortcuts to distinction, which will enable you to earn at least $10,000 per month online. Our objectives will be to name all the shortcuts to distinction. Then it would be to learn how to leverage the existing economies of scale that there is in the market. And we will also look at how to leverage social relationships. The advice that we're going to share in this module will prevent you from reinventing the wheel, and it will help you instead to focus on your strengths. The number one rule is that we should have realistic goals. It is true that we're only as good as the advice that we keep, and being tactical and methodical can make a huge difference. However, a successful attempt to make $10,000 per month is much better than a failed attempt at making $100,000 per month. Of course, if you see big websites like Mashable or plentyoffish.com, and each of them are making at least $180,000 per month, just remember that these websites have got millions of backlinks. They've been running for at least 6 years, and it's very important that we align our goals with what is realistic and what is achievable. The second shortcut is actually not to start a new website. You see, while web hosting companies and design companies, they make a fortune on selling us web hosting and design packages, and they'll encourage us to create new websites. But what happens then? If you take up a web hosting package and you now have a new website without any links, without any history or credibility, what happens next? So the fact is that if you do not plan to spend at least $30,000 to achieve scale and infrastructure, then it's better to leverage the scale of an existing website. So therefore, the advice is that by joining an existing website that's already successful, which is more powerful, credible, and quicker than trying to start a new website. There are three very important advantages of using the shortcut. Firstly, you can focus on your core business, and you'll actually leave the existing website to worry about web design, hosting, technical problems, and any of the other issues that would slow you down as a website owner. Secondly, let's say that the existing website has got just 100,000 backlinks. Well, all of those links would be worth at least $2 each. So this means you're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars in link building fees by leveraging the scale of the existing website. The third advantage, of course, here, and this is of course the most important advantage, is that if there are 20 other editors in the same website who each would attract, let's say, 20,000 visitors per month, then that gives you access to 400,000 visitors who could generate AdSense revenue for you. The scale advantage of a community of writers makes single website owners look like a deserted little island. So you should find community managers who are willing to add your AdSense codes to their websites and who will give you at least 80% to 100% of the revenue. They should do that because this is a win-win. You'll help them to grow and they'll help you to achieve scale quickly. Now let's look at our third tip that we have. In your writing, always speak positively about big competitors. If they're included in your content, then you will actually be found when people search for them. Very big companies do this, so you can do the same. If you host positive content about your 10 biggest competitors, you can easily attract an extra 2,000 or more visitors per day who were actually looking for the competition, but they found your content. Remember, you do not have to feature competitor content, or you don't have to link to them. It can actually be placed in your archives. This way it will only become visible when people search for it. Our fourth tip would be share, share and share. Work with editors that you know and share all your content and share their content as well. Obviously they will be reciprocating. They have to agree to reciprocate. You'll attract social traffic, and that way you'll expand each other's reader circles by leveraging each other's scale. You should use Facebook, Google+, use LinkedIn, Pinterest, StumbleUpon, BuzzFeed, Sitetrail.com. Use it every day and share only the title tags of each article, so that it would link back to your article and so that visitors to the social website can also find you. Right, next, always invite other experts to write for you. Basically, as an editor, you've got the power and the ability to help appoint other authors to write for you, and you'll receive all the AdSense revenue for articles that they submit to your section of the site. Remember, not everyone runs a full-time AdSense business like you. Other professionals in your field are actually interested to get press attention, and you are in the perfect position as an editor to help them gain publicity. So this is, again, it's a win-win situation, where you help them and they help you. Always ask them to share their posts once they've posted it on their own social media profiles. The web's a social place, and we want to work with other professionals in our field. Our next tip here is, this is very important, short-term trends can give us massive exposure because they've got high volume, and they're not competitive because they are new and nobody's ever written about them. For example, right now we've got we've got news about the Ebola virus. It's relatively new, not many people has written about it, so there's the potential for a lot of volume. But long-term trends are actually more competitive, but they'll provide us with traffic for a very long time. So what you should do, some people try to focus on either of them, but it's useful to actually mix both short-term and long-term trends to create a healthy balance of content. The key takeaway here is that, and we'd like to conclude by saying this, that you should remember ideas are great, but ideas don't move mountains. We still require bulldozers to move mountains. So this means that your AdSense business is going to require you to work both hard and smart in order to be successful. But if you leverage these shortcuts to distinction, you can achieve really good results. It would be my pleasure to hear from you in the forum and to answer any questions you may have and to help you move forward.